I say that all the time. Oh my god. Hi guys, welcome to This Era, the show that talks about the many sides of me. I'm Kevin and today we're going to talk about my gay brain. Oh yeah. I don't know, not really like specifically my gay brain, but just my gay thought process. I don't know, insecurities, how low they are, me being me, and just some things that I learned or like did this past week or whatever. I don't know, just a little conversation, people. If you want to join me, thank you for joining me and listening to me. Yeah. What was I gonna say? I have the sniffles today. Let me adjust my microphone here. It's a little weird, sweetie. It's a little wonky. What was I gonna say? Hill, do you hear that? I'm like making a lot of noise in the background. I changed with my settings about with the mic and stuff. I don't know if it sounds different, but if it does, whoop-de-doo, fun. We love that. We love changing the audio because we love audio processing. What's it called? Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Whoever's listening, whoever got this far, thank you so much. I wanted to actually share something before we start. One of my old friends, Brianna, if you're listening, hi, how are you? I wanted to share what Brianna said the other day, and I thought it was so nice and like, I don't know, but she said on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, she said this is probably going to be out later, but she said, "Hey Kevin, I heard your last episode of your podcast, and it was so good. It was nice to hear about living life to the fullest, and stuff. I felt like I really needed to hear that, but I just wanted to say how good it is. And then I said, I hope you're doing well, and I said this means so much to me, and thank you for listening, and I truly appreciate it. And I'm so genuinely like, I don't know, I think I've had other people say that. Like, I think it's so nice. Like, thank you, like making an impact to some people in any little way is so cool. Like, that's, I don't know, like, that's like, so like, thank you for supporting me. Whoever is listening. I really like, I strive to help people in any sort of way. And just, it sort of validates, like Brianna, like people like telling me that, like it valid. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, thank you. And you're welcome. You're welcome. With the, I don't know. I guess I'm just sharing what I go through and cause I'm young and everyone else is young too, whoever's listening, like Brianna or anybody, we're all young and we're going through a lot of things. And I just wanted to share what I'm going through, my little personal journals. Speaking of personal journals, I want to change. I don't know. I wanted to change my podcast, the main like topic, whatever it's called, not topic, but like what the category is under society and culture. And I feel like this is more of a personal journals podcast because I've been talking a lot about like me and stuff. So I don't know, I might change it. But that's the beauty of it. We change everything as we go. I'm learning what I'm talking about. I'm learning what, people want to listen to. What I want to listen to, but who's listening and all that. So, I don't know, just wanted to share that. Gay things. So what was I going to say? This podcast is I just wanted to talk. I don't know. I've been having these like moments where I get motivated and I want to talk, in my microphone. And like last night I was, just tinkering with these settings, and I don't know if I think it sounds different. It sounds more, not clear, but it has a different quality. And I was just, changing the settings here on my, machine here. I have a machine that I record on, and it does all my audio processing and all of these cool things for me. And that's what makes my voice sound really crispy. Crispy Kevin. Little plug here. That's my Snapchat and Instagram. If anybody wants to add me, it's Crispy Kevin_27, crispy with the K. It's in my show notes if you wanted to add me. Remember, guys, whoever's listening, if you want to send me a message, you can go to my show notes and see there's a link there. And you can, send me a message, a question, whatever. And speaking of question, I told some of my, well, not some, but just I told my followers yesterday on Instagram to, send me questions and I'll answer them in my podcast. And, this sounds sad, but only like a few people. Literally, when I say few, I mean two. But this one made me kind of laugh. Someone said, okay, just like get ready for this, sweetie. Someone said, "Can I take you on a date?" Child, she's taken. Oh my god, girl, I have a boyfriend. If you're listening, I have a boyfriend. I'm taken by a beautiful man. Yeah, I don't know if that was a joke or like you were serious, but yeah, I can't. You can take I don't know who you can take out on a date. You can take someone else. I don't know what I'm gonna say. To answer your question, no, you can't take me out on a date. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm sorry. I hope you find someone. There's plenty of fish in the sea, plenty of gays. I think there's people who like understand what I mean when I say that the gays here in this area where I live are pretty weird. I don't want to be all mean, but like this is just, I don't know. The community here is just not there, sweetie. I feel incredibly lucky. Speaking of, I'm going to be like a little, inside date life here before I answer these other questions. I met someone and I wasn't really looking for anyone. Not looking. I was just like living life, whatever. And I found this person and I thought they were really cute and, I got to know them and here I am. So I don't know. I'll talk more about that maybe later or something. But yeah, and he's listening right now. So hi, you're listening to my voice. God, I love. This is the thing. This is what sometimes I'm like. I have my like show notes for me. Like it's not like a script. It's like my notes, and I'm staring at it right now, like right in front of me. It's like not a script, but it's like little things that I want to like touch on, and but as I talk, it just goes, it flows. It like my conversation in my brain, my inner dialogue flows and I start, talking about other things. So that's like that's the beauty of it, I guess. If anybody wanted to start a podcast. Anyways, so I had another question here. Who is your biggest hero? What's your dream? And Liz, thank you, Liz. Liz is the one who asked me that. Thank you, Liz. Oh my God, that's like so, I don't know, that's so nice. She said, who is your biggest hero? What's your dream? My biggest hero, that is such a good question. Wow, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Who is my biggest hero? I really don't know. And this is going to sound cheesy, but sometimes I feel like the person close to me right now, and this sounds so like, I don't even know how to like word it, but like my boyfriend, I feel like my boyfriend is like my biggest hero because I don't know, like I can say a bunch of things. Like there's some movies that, impacted me. There are other people that have impacted me in so many ways, but the most impactful growth in my life that I've had, so far, like in my life right now is through getting to know my boyfriend. It's this just incredible dynamic. I do not know. I mean, I could explain it. I would love to explain it, but I mean, I kind of would like to explain that with him. So maybe we can have an episode with my boyfriend, someday, some other time, and talk about that. Because, so to answer that question, I really want to say that my boyfriend is my biggest hero so far. That obviously is like, I'm saying like it's gonna change, but like I feel like I'm gonna pass through like some other area in my life and I'm gonna have another hero. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have a different hero here and different hero there. But so far, yeah. And what's your dream? My dream? Dude, this is such a tough question. Liz, what the hell? That's a really tough question. I really don't know what my dream is. I don't know. Oh, this is so interesting because the Four Agreements, the book by I have it right here. I can like pull it out. The Four Agreements, a Toltec wisdom book, by Don Miguel Ruiz. If anybody wants to check it out, it says that it talks about like the dream. I think I can touch on that with the next episode with Hope. I'll touch on that later in the end of this episode, but about that, but not about the book, but about special guest for my next episode. But it talks about dreams and stuff. And I don't know, my biggest dream. What's your dream? Guys, like I'm like asking that question right now to myself. I don't know what my dream is. Well, you know what? Sometimes I daydream, or I'm falling asleep and I think about I guess I think about being successful, but not in like a way where like money takes over, not in a way where like money like changes the way that I am and how I perceive the world, like cuz money isn't the answer. Sadly, I know that money is like what runs everything here. But I just imagine myself, I'm closing my eyes right now and I'm imagining being with a person. And I'm like, I don't know. I see a lot of, when I think about these things, I always see, sunlight, very bright light, a window, and I'm happy. And I guess that's the biggest dream. I'm not saying that I'm not happy right now, but I'm happy. I am happy, but like the biggest dream is to be happy in the future. And sometimes I like to imagine having kids. It's not something that like I want to have or like it doesn't matter right now. Like that doesn't, that's not something that goes through my mind, but I like to imagine it. Like I like to imagine, getting married. I like to imagine having kids. I like to imagine like being a father, like just imagining things. I don't know if anybody's ever had that, like thinking about, like you think about like, I'm not trying to think about the future, but sometimes I like going there in my head. I'm like, oh, like, that's a possibility. And I said that, I think I said that in one of my episodes. I don't know what episode it was. Excuse me here. Let me, excuse me. I'm going to click right here and see. I forgot which episode. I don't know if it was Understanding Causes Suffering or Memory Unlocked. I do not know which one. Episode 3 or 4. I said, imagine a future as a possibility, but not like what will happen, but a possibility. So I like to imagine a possibility of having kids and being married. And I don't know, a lot of things I can go on. I can really go deeper, but I don't know. I don't want to talk about that, but, I don't know if, if anybody's ever thought about that, it's okay. Think about it as a possibility and not what will happen. Because the answer is now. What's here and now, and what you make now is what will be the future. Like it's almost like manifestation. I'm manifesting what's happening now. What I want now will happen and I will get it. So, food, what do you call that? Just, yeah, me trying to be all like, I'm a gay wisdom teacher. Like, I don't know. I don't know all the answers, sweetie, but I know that I'm doing my best. Remember that. I said that in another episode too. I'm doing my best. And, it's funny because me and my boyfriend like remind each other about that. Like we're doing our best. And that's all you could do. Just do your best, sweeties. If you're listening, whoever it is, do your best. And don't worry about anything in the future. Like, anyways, I was saying that speaking of boyfriends and like, being present and all that, I wanted to touch on how I'm, in the gay thought process for me, me being me, that I'm more comfortable with holding hands with my boyfriend. And like, it's just incredible. I think like before I didn't really, it's so weird. I was all like, I was in a little shell and I was so scared to even like, even want to, I didn't want to like, I don't know. I just didn't want to be like, I was hiding, you know? And now, one time, this is a little not personal. It sounds personal, but we're fine. Is sometimes like at times I would feel something. My boyfriend's trying to hold my hand, and he thinks that I'm embarrassed, and I kind of was in the beginning. Of course, that's normal, but I sort of like past that where I'm like, why should I be embarrassed? Why should I be scared? Society sort of taught me to not to be scared, to be like, I guess like the lack of representation, is my saying this right? Of like things like that is it was lacking before. But I was exposed. To a lot of like the LGBT Q plus area, a lot of things like that, like pride parades and gay pride and all that. Like, I think this is funny. Like one time, I'm gonna go back in my childhood here. One time, me and my parents were going. I think it was during October. I don't know. We wanted to go to an Oktoberfest. It's a festival they do in like the fall, and we went to. There's like a big like city park here called Reed Park, and we went over there. And my parents thought that was the Oktoberfest, but little did they know that it was the Pride Fest. And my dad saw some drag queens and he was like, oh my God, it's a gay thing. And I remember seeing that, but there wasn't anything, there was no problem. My parents were so like fine with that. And they were like, oh my God, it's like, a pride thing. Like we went to a wrong thing. I thought that was funny. I wanted to add that. But anyways, long story short, here I am, gay teens. I'm so gay. You'll imagine like seeing a pride thing and my parents are like, oh, whatever. And then their son turns out to be gay. Like, that's funny. That's the story of my life. So yeah, being comfortable with holding hands, like that's something that I like. I don't know, guys. I'm growing up and I'm like excited and I'm like over here explaining what's happening. And that's what's happening. I'm holding hands with my boyfriend and I'm so comfortable with it. And as you should, like you should be, you should be comfortable with holding hands. Why, fuck whatever people say. Like if there's somebody, some old man or some like whoever, some Karen, some Kevin, my name is Kevin, some Kevin or whatever, or Karen, saying some dumb shit about gays holding hands, like, bye. We don't need that negativity, sweetie. So I'm just not scared by how I would be seen. And so yeah, speaking of how to be seen and feeling confident about that, does anybody ever like, do you ever get ready to just feel like that extra boost of confidence? Because sometimes I get ready and for nothing. I just get ready because, I do my face, like not my face, but like I wash my face and all that. I recently started wearing a little bit of makeup, not like like a lot of makeup, just like a little concealer and stuff like that. My boyfriend does wear some stuff too, like, just getting ready, doing your hair, being refreshed, and for nothing. And I think that's a real confidence booster. If you're, if I wake up, like, I think for me, because I do my bed every day, like I wake up and I do my bed. That's like a very routine thing. I established that routine a long time ago, sweetie. And, if I didn't do that, if I don't do my bed for like, if I haven't, I'm not saying that I haven't done that, but like if I start not doing my bed, then there's a problem. Then I'm going through some depression or something. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you get ready and, you feel good because you look good, like you're ready and like you're confident, like, oh my God, I'm all clean and like my hair's done, my hair's did. Then that's going to give you a little boost of confidence. Because another thing that gets me a boost of confidence is like getting a haircut. I when I get a haircut, I feel like a brand new Kevin, and I feel like this little boost of, you know, what do you call that? Serotonin, whatever. I don't know, all of these like good happy hormones, and better than coffee, sweetie. And I feel good. I'm like, oh my god, I look good. I love it. Everyone's ready to see me. Fine. And I don't know if anybody ever got like, I think it's like a lot of women could. I'm not saying just women. People, anybody who does their nails, doesn't that give you a little confidence? Like, you do your nails, and you feel good. I had a period where I started wearing some black nails. I painted my nails. I still have the stuff. And I did that on purpose. I did that. I started painting my nails because I wanted to, it's sort of, I use it as a tool, like a tool to help me feel my best. And this was before meeting my boyfriend, like just a few months before meeting my before like talking to him, I was wearing black nails, and I needed to do that for me. And I guess like that could be some advice. Like if you guys, if something's going to help you move past some period in your life, do it. But like if it's good, like if it's something positive and it's going to help you do, something good, like if it's going to help you grow, then do it. And that's sort of it. What popped up in my head right now is like removing stuff, like getting rid of junk, in whether it is in your head, people, or things. If it's objects, like if it's like shit around your house that has no use and it's taking up space, get rid of it to clear it and clear your mind. Why? Because you're not going to see it and you're going to be like, oh, that's not there anymore. I don't need to worry about it. It's like that, anything toxic, get rid of it. Your body doesn't poop, sweetie, for nothing. You got to get rid of that old crap. I don't know what I'm saying, but that's a good thing. So yeah. So sometimes I get ready and it makes me feel more alert and ready for my life. Yeah. And another thing that also gets me a little bit boosted is music. Music, like that changes and affects my mood, and I love it. And I know for everyone, like for me personally, I cannot do any task without music. If I want to do some good, like a good task, I put on some good music and I'm going to vibe to it. And sometimes I put the same stupid songs, like the same playlist, because that's the playlist that makes me, feel in charge, sweetie. Like I listen to a lot of, when I want to get really pumped and ready and like I'm feeling good and I want to have a good mood booster, I listen to a lot of like house music, a lot of like these like very bop, sort of Vogue, like I feel like I'm going to strut and go into the runway. A camera is on me. I'm being watched. Like that's what this music does to me. And I listen to that a lot, and I listen to it everywhere. If I'm at work, sometimes in the shower, especially, I cannot shower without some good music. I mean, I can shower without music, but it's so much better if I shower with some music on. And it just helps me do more, and maybe helps me do more in less time. So I don't know if anybody out there also listens to music, but if you are, good for you, sweetie. You're doing your best because that's good. If you're not, then, sweetie, maybe you should listen to some music because that's definitely like a mood booster. I think, I don't know. I love music is just a crazy thing. I don't know. Yeah, just do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel better. If not getting ready in the morning or doing your bed makes you feel better, then okay, by all means, do it. Like if that makes you happy, okay. But if you wake up in the morning and you don't do your bed and you're like, ew, then do your bed and see how you feel. Obviously there's some people who can't do their bed or do anything like that because they have to go to work or like their life is so fast paced or whatever. But just take the time to clear your mind, a little meditative moment, and, find peace and stay in that, moment and be present. And maybe that could help you. Insecurities. Well, I guess like how I said, oh my God, I can't say words right, sweetie. I don't know how I passed school. I don't know math or anything. I what it's sort of like the hand thing, like holding hands with my boyfriend thing. Like I I'm not scared like I used to be. Like I'm not giving attention to like what caused me fear. Like, oh my god, people are gonna look at me. They're gonna see me holding hands. Like, no, why? Like, who? Like, why? I don't care. Like, um, don't give attention to whatever. Just all of that. My insecure. I felt like. I mean, I'm still like guys. I'm being vulnerable here. I'm still insecure, but like not as much. Like I'm like I look at me and I'm like, cool, okay, bye. Like I don't care. Like I don't know how to explain it. I think everyone will go through a period in time like that where they're gonna like pass that. They're gonna be like, why the hell did I care about those little things back then? Like why? I don't know why. Like why did I like allow someone else to to like make me feel bad? Like I don't know. I don't know why I give attention to those things. Sometimes I still do. I'm not saying that I'm a perfect human. Sometimes you know, I give attention to those things. So if you're struggling right now and, if you can pinpoint that you're giving attention to that fear, that aggression, loss of attention to what's important, then, try to go deeper and fix it, sweetie. I'm saying it like it's so easy, but it's not. God, I can't breathe, dude. I swear. I couldn't breathe like through my nose earlier because like it was so clogged. Coincidentally, now I can like I can literally breathe now. Like, okay, like what podcasting gets rid of my nose problems? Like, okay, thank you. I don't know. God, I hope that I am helping you. So with this, like I'm over here talking about insecurities, but I'm not really, I don't know. I'm just talking, okay? Just thank you for listening and like hearing what I have to say. Um what did I do yesterday? Okay, so yesterday was my brother's birthday, and there's several things that I want to talk about, about family and stuff. But yesterday, speaking of like gay things and like insecurities, gay things and insecurities, sweetie, we love that. No, I openly said, and I quote, "Tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay." Like the TikTok. I don't know if anybody has TikTok. There's a TikTok trend, and it's like, "Tell me you're whatever, without telling me you are blank, whatever." And I'm like, and I told my brother, I said it to everyone. I'm like, "Tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay." And I crossed my legs, like standing, like a pose, and but I didn't like worry about it, or like there wasn't any pressure, but I did that. Like I don't know, like some people who are like gay like do these little like things, and like I do that. And but I know this is stupid. I'm well, not stupid, but like what I'm saying is that I feel now like I openly could say something like that, or like do something that's very very like gay Kevin, and not literally like have no worry about it. I'm not even worried. Like back then I did something and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna see that. Oh my god, they're gonna notice this. Oh my god, like why did I don't know why. But now what I'm saying is that there's this point now where I don't even have that in my brain. Doesn't even go in that area anymore. There's no like, I don't even think about that in that moment. Obviously I'm thinking about it now, but I'm saying like in that moment where I do something, that back then I used to like worry about what other people would think, I don't worry anymore. And it's just that's I think that's the biggest achievement, and what achievement and development, whatever. And something that I guess like what I could like say and take, and what you could take away from that is like, find the moment in your life that you sort of not surprise yourself or like shock yourself, but you're like, oh my god, back then I used to worry about this, or back then I used to give so much attention to this dumb problem, and look at it right now and reflect on it right now. And you grew from that. Look, like you don't think about that anymore. You don't give that attention. You could talk about it. I'm not saying that you don't need to talk about it. You can talk about it, but you're not feeling some type of way when you talk about it. You're not like worrying about it anymore when you say it, when you can openly say it out loud and not even be phased by it, that's a great achievement, don't you think? I don't know. I hope I'm saying things right, but that's something that you could take away from it. Like, good job. Good job on that. Guys, my phone literally vibrated and it was Taco Bell. They're really just trying to get me to buy their food, huh? Anyways, yesterday was my brother's birthday, and I wanted to touch on the importance of family. And like I understand that there's people who don't have, maybe immediate families or like biological families, but you have family. Any sort of friends or anybody around your life that has impacted you in so many different ways is your family, sweetie. And what I was saying is that whatever happens in your family, this is sort of reflecting to me because this is what I could take away from my own experience, that whatever happened, like in fight, like if your family fought, if there was people fighting or like people hate each other, sometimes you need to come together as a family, even if there's a problem, and be there for someone that needs to that needs to have people around them. Like, I had my fair share of like fights in my family, and sometimes a person needs, like, yesterday was my brother's birthday, and having people that he knows, like family members and stuff, around him for his birthday is a impactful thing. That is something to be like, that changes. That's, my brother, I don't know if my brother's going through anything, but my brother could be going through, if my brother's listening, hi, if you're listening, thank you for listening. If you're going through something, or if any family member is going through something, whether it is, I don't know what it is. It could be depression. It could be anxiety, whatever. Something happened in their life, whatever. Being there for them in any way, especially like during a birthday, is amazing. Like, that's wow. And that, I could almost talk about, there was a situation in my life where I went to someone's birthday and they were close to me. I was there for them. I did I did what I can to be there for them, because it was a moment in their life where they're turning, a different age, and like, that's, I don't know, I just wanted to support. And I'm not just saying birthdays, but if someone's going through something and you could be there for them, be there for them, because you never know that one day you will be down in the pits and you're going to need that person to come pick you up, and you're going to need that person to, make you smile or talk. I don't know. You just never know. That's why I know I have like some people that I don't, talk to, but I don't hold like any grudges, if that makes sense, about them. Like, I don't know, like, I'm open arms. Like, if they need something one day and I had beef with you, I'm going to help you. Like, if it's valid, I don't know. I'm just saying that's something that I wanted to take away from my brother's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. Speaking of birthdays in the stars, Gemini, oh my God, the retrograde. And anybody knows if you know about the retrograde, currently right now, and I don't know if this episode is probably going to be, when is this? This is, so right now, 2021, there is the Mercury retrograde motion during the following ranges of dates. So it's during January 30th through February 21st, and then May 29th through June 22nd, and September 27th through October 23rd. And Mercury is my planet, by the way. But apparently, like, during those times, it should, like, things, change. Things could change. Like, I don't know. My boyfriend was telling me, I didn't really look a lot into it. I should have. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I didn't look like fully into it, but like, that could affect technology and stuff. Like, I don't know about anybody. Like, I don't know if you believe in that, but like, recently for me, I've been having a lot of problems, like not problems like me, but like, sometimes like I feel different sometimes, like, and I think it's that. Like I've been feeling like very weird. And then in my bathroom, there's this like light that I have, and it's been flashing like crazy, and it just died. But like during the retrograde, like it's been like it's been going crazy, and it just died. And then my microphone, it never does this, but it was, yesterday, it before even tweaking the settings, it was making this weird like zzz sound, like a weird buzzing. Like what the hell? Like all of these like problems that I never have happens during these like retrogrades. And like I thought that was just interesting. I don't know if anybody believes in that, but I thought that was really interesting. I don't know if anybody's technology or anything has been changing during this time, but if it has, maybe it could be that. I don't know. Search it up. See, I don't know. But anyways, I just wanted to like, I don't know. I really felt like I really wanted to talk about these little things that I like picked up during this week, and I wrote it down. Every single time I get an idea, I like write it down, and I try to like record it or something on paper, so that I don't, or digital space, whatever, my notes here, so that I don't forget and I can talk about it. So all of these things that I was talking about is stuff that I accumulated, and wrote it down to talk about it. So that's the beauty of it. And maybe my podcast could be, things that I go through and some stuff that I could take away from it, and maybe that could help others. So that's the beauty of it. Whatever. That's beautiful, sweetie. You're beautiful. Whoever's listening to this, you are beautiful. And what I recommend doing is going to your bathroom mirror or wherever you have a mirror. Look at your reflection, sweeties, and say, I love you, and that you are worth it, and that you can do anything, and that whatever you're doing, whatever you're going to do is possible, and you're going to get there. It's okay. And you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're wonderful. Just say that. Okay. I think some people don't look in the mirror and like reflect on like them. Sometimes I like go into the mirror, like I'm like acting like I'm gonna go inside the mirror, like, oh my god, Alice in Wonderland things me like flying through the mirror. She's gonna go through another planet, sweetie. No, I look at myself and I have these weird realizations where I'm like, that is me. Like that's me existing right now. And just look in the mirror and like look at yourself, like that's you. That is whoever you are. Like, I don't know, just try to have those, like, you're probably gonna have those moments by yourself, like out of nowhere, out of the blue. But if you can, go to the mirror and look at yourself and see that person. That is you. And, whether you like it or not, sweeties. That sounds so ugly. Like, I feel bad. Like, I didn't mean for that to sound like that. I'm saying, like, you'll love yourself. If you're not loving yourself, God, I'm not making any sense. We're ending the podcast here, sweethearts, because that is a mouthful. Thank you guys, whoever's listening to this podcast. Like, thank you so much for I don't know. That's really nice. Like, if you can tell me about the way Brianna told me. Oh wait, oh my God, I literally forgot to answer this question. Let me answer this question. Liz asked me another question. She said, what is your favorite food? And my favorite food is pizza, sweetie. I love pizza and also quiche. So if you like quiche and pizza, make sure to follow me. I'm just kidding. And she said, what is your biggest inspiration in life? Inspiration? Girl, I don't know. The gays? RuPaul? Who's my biggest inspiration? I mean, like I said, the biggest inspiration currently right now would be my boyfriend. So thank you, baby. Oh my God. Because I've learned a lot with that person. I mean, there's a lot of people I learned a lot to. So my biggest inspiration, if that makes any sense, is the people who are around me and the people who were around me and have taught me, help me grow, whatever. Appreciate those around you, people. That's your family. Anyways, thanks for listening to this era. Before you go, make sure to give some love, show some love to your favorite podcast by leaving me a review on Apple Podcast. If you're listening to Apple Podcast, listening to this era on Apple Podcast, and giving me a follow if you haven't already. Give me a follow wherever you listen to your podcast if you haven't already done so, and stay tuned tuned. Me like not saying words right. Stay tuned for next week where we are going to be talking about metaphysical. We're gonna get metaphysical, sweetie. Oh, the outro music literally died, sweetie. Let me do it again. We're gonna talk about we're gonna get metaphysical, sweetie. With special guest, my friend Hope Charisse. Woo! We're gonna talk about manifestation and the nature of the mind, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of the fundamentals of reality. So stay tuned for next week. Thank you guys, whoever's listening to this era, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you. All right, bye everyone.